Hey fans, welcome to the first video of 2019, and today we're going to be doing something I don't quite normally do here on this channel. I'm going to be plugging someone else's work. We are now in the cab of an R160B with Siemens traction motors, and what we're going to be sampling today is Tony515's new Siemens AC traction motor inverter sound pack for this train. It goes without saying that I think his work is phenomenal. It's the highest quality Siemens sound pack for this game to this date. It blows out everything else that has come before it, including my own work, which I've uploaded multiple times on this channel. So if you go back, you can compare, but there's really no comparison. This is about as good as you'll ever get a train to sound in this game. With respect to realism. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to run this train a couple times up and down this line, and including both the internal cab view and the external view, and then we'll call it a day. As always, the download links to the content will be in the description, including a link to his channel, so give him a sub. And let him know that you're there to support him, so that in the future we'll see a lot more quality work from him. So without further ado, let's charge up and head on our way.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
So I just want to talk a little bit about motor sound development in BVE. As many might know, if you're developers, you're really limited in what you're able to do with motor sounds, because you're only allowed to have two specific different pitches play at any given time, whether you're motoring or braking. You have a P1 input, a P2 input, a B1 input, and a B2 input in the train DAT file. So what I've seen a lot of people try to do with the more complex motor sound simulations is they'll try to record a train and just sort of use that raw recording and sort of just slap those recordings into that coding structure using what I like to call dynamic files. So if you go into the actual sound file itself, and listen to the actual sound file that's being played, the pitch in the file changes. This leads to a lot of complications, especially when you're trying to accelerate the train at varying rates. Since the sound was recorded with the train accelerating at a specific rate, it only plays back correctly if you accelerate the train at that rate in the game at which the recording was recorded in real life, if that makes sense. So basically, the only way to get around this is to use what I call static sound files. So if you go into the actual sound file itself and listen to it, it only plays one pitch the entire time. That allows you to manipulate that pitch more freely when you're coding in to the train DAT file for which pitch the the train should be emitting with respect to the speed that it's traveling. So it goes without saying that Tony has done this beautifully. All his sound files are static. There are no pitch changes, which means that if you go into the train editor program in BVE and look at it, you'll actually see the pitches change with respect to speed in the code. And that leads to you being able to accelerate this train with his sound pack at different rates and still have the quality of sound remain the same. As opposed to if someone is using dynamic sound files and you try to, say, accelerate at P1 instead of P2 or P3, you start to hear the sound file that's being played, it starts to loop. So, and some of you will know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna bring this train into the station, and I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna leave, back up, try again at a lower rate of acceleration, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in terms of this high quality of work.
of the closing doors, please.
Once again, thanks for watching, and remember, everything you need to know about this is in the description, so make sure you expand it and read it. Until next time, see ya!